Hey, good morning. Welcome to another installment of Recondition the New Equipment with Renaissance Acres Tree Care. So, let's see what we're doing here. We've been working on the machine, put full 8 hours in on it yesterday. I've got a lot of the plastic covers off, some of the structural covers covering up the engine and stuff. So today we're working on cleaning all the dust and debris out of here and going down deeper into the bowels here to remove all the leaves and sticks and dirt, and working on cleaning the motor today, the battery box, and the radiator tray. Yeah, it's slow, tedious work, but I can show you some of the areas that were cleaned yesterday. So this is the front of the machine. It's been just wiped out. Today we'll do a chemical wash on it and clean it out. We've worked on where the hoses run through the front here. And on the other side of that, we're able to get this area cleaned out. So a chemical wash will help that a lot. And then these hoses run through here where it articulates. And let's see if we can lift this up. Hang on one sec. Here we go. So what's really cool is the whole cab tilts and gives access to where the hydraulic pump is, and this is the filter for the main hydraulic fluid flow into the pump, and the back of the motor, the transmission for the hydrostatic drive. And probably pop out the diesel fuel tank today and clean out down underneath there. And if you take a peek down along that frame rail, it's just loaded with junk again. There we go. So you might think that, cleaning all this stuff is a real chore or it's a hassle, but when you buy an expensive piece of equipment, or at least when I buy an expensive piece of equipment, I like to go over the whole thing anyway, piece by piece, and try to make sure I have a full inventory of anything that's going wrong with it. What I don't want to do is I don't want to create an unsafe situation. So for instance, you take a piece of machinery like this, you go and spend 25 grand on it, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do tree work with it and get it to pay for itself. Wow, that's a great idea. Well, it's not a great idea if you go out and there's something wrong with it where it either fails on the job site and you have to get it towed out of there, and then pay someone else because now it's out of your control. You get it stuck on someone's yard and you need to get it out. A lot of times you're at the mercy of a tow company, flatbed company, or something like that. Or the other thing that can happen is something like this. It's like what I discovered was these guys actually welded the pins in. And what I've noticed is this guy right here, I think, is a botched welding job. They replaced this part of the hydraulic cylinder. You'll notice this is blue. And on all the factory ones, the ends are blue. This one is not blue, and it also does not have a grease fitting on it. And I'm wondering if this was a botched weld, and so I won't be able to ascertain that until I really get it cleaned, take a wire brush to it, tidy it up, and take a look and see what's going on with it. Also, I want to take this pin out. I'm going to cut this pin out and replace it with the proper pin, and then I can really inspect the bore on that. Now, where that becomes a potential issue is if this is a bad weld. Let's say this is a botched bad weld by somebody, for instance. if I had a load on the machine and I was lifting it up onto a trailer or onto a truck or anywhere, and that weld broke, the entire boom would drop. Right, so that's the main lift cylinder for the entire boom. And so without fully inspecting and knowing exactly what's going on, I could put myself or someone else at risk. So this cleaning process of wiping down every surface on the machine, just cleaning everything off, giving it a good chemical wash, inspecting every nut and bolt, because I found tons of loose fasteners all over the machine from vibration or mechanical inattention, I'm not sure which. But doing that kind of work before I press this thing into service could potentially save someone's life. It could save a big expense or a bunch of downtime on a job. Certainly, if you show up on a site and your machine breaks, it doesn't look good it doesn't reflect well on you or on me in this case. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. We'll see if we can do some more time-lapse videos of cleaning stuff out today. And thanks for hanging out with us and listening to my blab about what I think is important and what I don't think is important. Talk to you later. Bye.